Crafty Doer. Jessica Michaels here from The Crafty Doings, Mixed Media Paper Crafts. This video is for a cherry on top. Today I will be making a mini accordion art journal using only one 12 by 12 craft sheet. I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to create an art journaling foundation so that you can build on. So grab a comfy chair, grab all your crafty things, and let's get into the crafty doings. These are the basic supplies that I will be using to create this mini accordion art journal. I'm also going to be using the new Dina Wakley paint brushes that I'm super excited about, and later on I will tell you why. To begin, I am going to use this craft cardstock paper. It is not very thick, like maybe craft heavy stock from Distress, but I feel like it's just the right thickness to be able to score. Now to score, I am going to go down 3, 6, and at the 9-inch mark. Scoring the paper will make it a lot easier to fold over once it is time to put together the accordion. So after I have scored at the 3, 6, and 9-inch marks, I am going to run it through my paper trimmer right at 4 inches. And I am going to trim this twice, giving me 3 different strips. Next, I'm going to use my Nuvo glue, which is new to me, by the way. I've been addicted to Art Institute glitter glue. I swore by that, but I cannot find it anymore. And Cherry on Top raves about Nuvo, and I see why. It actually is fairly quickly to dry. And I'm not sure if it dries matte or clear. I want to say it dries clear. So if you are in the market for a new glue, Nuvo is highly recommended. So after gluing all of the strips together, I'm going to start folding it back and forth. And as I do that, I'm going to ensure to fold the creases nicely with a bone folder, just to ensure that those folds are nice and folded. So I did overthink adhering one of the strips together, and I adhered it a little too far from the score line. So my accordion is not even all the way, but that's okay. It is imperfectly perfect. To break the blank page, I am simply going to grab some acrylic paint. This is called Legit by Dina Wakley's Media, and I'm just going to squeeze some paint sporadically across my accordion, and I'm going to use her 1.5-inch paintbrush to just kind of spread the paint around. Notice that I am not completely covering the craft, and then when there are areas that seem a little too blank for me, then I'm going to spritz some water on my paintbrush and just kind of use that as like a watercolor. So essentially it's just diluted acrylic paint, but because it's diluted, it moves a lot easier, and then it is obviously a little bit more transparent. So using this paintbrush helps because it's so big. It actually helps me to not focus too much on the strokes and what I'm really doing. So for example, if you're a painter, or if not, if you use just like your ordinary painter's brush, like a watercoloring brush, you tend to kind of just flick at the wrist, right? With this one, you almost have to like really hold on to it with your fist. And focusing on that motion between your shoulder and your elbow versus your wrist really gives you that freedom to just paint those strokes. And because the brush is so wide, it also gives you more coverage with less strokes. And that's what makes this paintbrush so convenient and helpful to use. So I went along after the acrylic paint color Legit, and then I squeezed some lime, and then I also used lemon, and the purple is called blackberry. Notice that as I moved along to the right, I kind of brought some of those colors all the way back to the front where I used Legit. And in fact, the first color, I apologize, was turquoise right at the very beginning. It just kind of blended and went under the color Legit, which is a little bit darker than turquoise. But the reason why I bring back a little bit of those colors to each kind of area is so that it is not a separate section across the accordion, so it all kind of goes together. And stenciling is another way to kind of make the entire thing cohesive. And I'm going to use this stencil by Tim Holtz, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit of blushing. And I'm going to use this sponge that is in the shop. I actually just trimmed it into a few pieces because sometimes I forget to rinse them. I just get in the zone and I don't want to get off my crafting chair and I leave them there, and usually it's super late at night and I just don't bother washing them. Totally do not recommend that. I hope that you are nicer to your tools than I am and you take the time to wash them. That's besides the point. So what I'm going to do, again, to make this entire accordion cohesive, I'm going to stencil some of these X marks just sporadically, randomly across the accordion. If you're not into art journaling, or you've tried it but you kind of hesitate sometimes, or it's difficult for you to get into, it's probably because you're overthinking it. When I first started art journaling, that was the exact problem that I faced every time. And looking back into my journals, yeah, I can see how I overthought things, and I would do an art journal for days. And now I'm so proud of myself because I can kind of just let go. And I feel like that is very important in art journaling, not to overthink it, let it become a therapeutic, process for you. So after stenciling the last few X's across the accordion, I'm going to use a different technique. So I'm going to reach for Dina Wakley's Media Gloss Spray. This one is in lemon. And I know you've heard lemon when I use the acrylic paint. So I'm trying to keep all the colors kind of together. And if you've ever wondered, like me, why there are same colors in different mediums, it's because they do different things. So acrylic is awesome for getting it through stencils with a sponge. The gloss spray is fantastic to get like this I always think of it as like graffiti style type of stenciling, because you get the circles, but you also get like the outer edge of the stencil. And I think that's a really cool detail. There's a lot of gloss spray on this stencil. So I'm going to try to do a little reverse stenciling, and I absolutely hate it. So before it dries, I'm going to quickly try to pick up as much as I can by dabbing it with a paper towel versus just wiping it. And then I'm going to continue to spray through the stencil instead. Dina Wakley's tip for keeping your gloss sprays from clogging is to immediately wipe them and then putting the lid on them to keep the moisture in there, as opposed to allowing the gloss spray to let it dry on your nozzle, because this is like spray paint. It's acrylic spray paint. Okay, So next I'm going to reach for Dilution's Daisylicious stamp. I love this stamp so much. It's super funky. And I'm going to use archival waterproof and permanent ink because I don't want it to smear on my journal. And what I'm going to do is just stamp a few and then fussy cut to bring that black and white pop element into the accordion. I wonder if you are pro fussy cut or against it. I truly don't mind it, especially for my art journaling. But now that I have those cut out, I'm going to go in to the Dina Wakley Media collage paper, and this pack is fantastic in my opinion. It includes 2 of each designs, and there are 10 designs. And I am going to pull a few gals, but there are also some gents in here, some littles, and all faces though. And that's why I got this paper. If you never worked with collage paper before, essentially it's prints on tissue paper. And you notice that I used a paintbrush. It was just water to outline where I wanted to tear it. I am unfortunately impatient, and so I didn't use enough water or enough strokes. And so I'm just going to reach for my scissors instead and cut out the gals that I want to use. I am also not going to select a gal for each panel because I want to leave room for some journaling. To adhere the collage paper to my accordion journal, I'm going to attempt to use some transparent matte texture paste. I normally don't use this to adhere my collage, but the shop is out of what I usually use, and I'm going to give it a shot because you never know what works unless you try. So I'm going to trim down these girls just a little bit more, because when I first cut them out of the complete 7.5 by 10 printed tissue, I just kind of cut it out in squares and rectangles, and I don't really want that. I want their shape of their hats and their hair and their head. So I am not really happy with the application of the collage paper using the transparent matte texture paste. It's just too thick, and it's not what I'm used to using. So I am going to get what I usually use, which is a multi-medium matte by Ranger, and it is just the consistency is more fluid and it dries a little bit faster, and so it's easier to apply. And unfortunately, again, as of this video, that is not available in the shop. However, the transparent matte texture paste is, and it still works. You can still apply it. It's just not what I'm used to, but you are welcome to try it. You saw how it adhered the collage paper. So if you want to grab that or go look for the multimedia matte, click on the notify me when it is back in stock so you can get an email when it is, and you can snatch that up. So I'm at the final gal here, and I'm loving how all this looks. As far as placement on each panel, I'm making sure that I'm not adhering it in the score lines. And then I kind of some of them are in the middle, some of them are off to the side. There is no rhyme or reason, but just making sure that they're not all centered or all off to one side of the panel, because then it just starts to seem uniformed. And for me personally, it kind of messes with my creative flow. Next, I'm going to reach for those Dilutions flowers, stamped flowers that I fussy cut earlier. And with my media glue, I'm going to adhere them next or around my collage paper gals. I'm going to work a little bit more on my base and my background, my foundation for this accordion art journal. And I'm going to reach for my Posca marker. This one is like a 2.5 millimeter size. So it's like the really thick, chunky one. And I'm just going to add some lines, and I'm going to add them sporadically throughout the journal and try to keep the design consistent to make this entire accordion art journal cohesive. Then after this one small detail, you can see how it brings out the white behind the stamped flowers, and also kind of like the off-white on the collage paper as well. I am going to use that same marker and just do some doodling and some markings. As long as I'm keeping it consistent, the entire journal will be cohesive. And these here are just some very simple circles that I kind of just circle 2 to 3 times, so it's just a little imperfect. And it doesn't have to be circles, it could be anything else, anything you want, stars or dots or hearts, whatever you want. So to make this mini accordion art journal inspirational, I'm going to add a few prompts next to each gal using my Tim Holtz Ideology Chit Chat notebook here. And I'm going to reach for a few words that I believe later on I can build on. So the idea behind this mini accordion art journal is to be able to pull it out my purse, my backpack, in the car, when I'm traveling, and with my pen just start jotting down my thoughts. The awesome thing is that I still have the back of this journal to create on. So that is super fun, and you can make it similar in design or a completely different look. I think that this could be very helpful to get your creative juices flowing, and also just to break that blank page, or kind of like a crafty warm-up before your actual, before a major project, I should say. Now this thing springs out, it is long. So in order to keep it from doing that, I'm going to use a ribbon closure from my stash by simply just wrapping it around and tucking it right in. But you are welcome to utilize any closure that you desire. Let me know if this mini accordion art journal is something that you would try. For more tips, tricks, and mixed media inspiration, follow me at The Crafty Doings. Remember that all of the products used in this project will be linked in the description box below. Thanks again so much for watching. Until the next Crafty Doings.